What's up, people? Welcome to my Monday Night Raw review, and we got a lot to say. After that horrible pay-per-view the night before, Fastlane, and how shitty it was, especially coming into the main event. Raw was live from Detroit tonight, and we started off with the Vince J. McMahon Award, as Vince McMahon came out to talk about how Triple H will face Roman Reigns for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. And as Vince came out, pretty much making his entrance then. Pretty much, he spoke about the award, about the excellence it does, what you honor and receive and stuff, and that, fans kept chanting what to him as he said Stephanie was getting the award. Stephanie came up saying that she's proud and that she deserved the Vince J. McMahon award. She got because she was emotional, and, thanked everybody from Triple H to everybody, and, talking about his title defense at WrestleMania. She was going to prepare a statement to a certain entrance music, and my God, it's been 6 or 7 years since we have seen this man in the WWE, and I am proud to say who is back is...
Here we go, money talk.
Here comes the money, 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 money.
Dollar, 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 dollar. Ching, ching, bling, bling, cut the chatter. You ain't talking money, then you're talking no matter. Ching, ching, bling, bling, patent pockets. We take the dollar, dollar, can a damn soul stop it? Here comes the new.
Yes, that he is back. His music hit. Shane McMahon has returned to the WWE as he got a massive pop. Mega pop, pretty much. And yeah, he got a little gray hair coming out there, but they looked shocked. The fans were chanting, holy shit, welcome back, this is awesome, and Shane McMahon almost like he had a tear in his eye, just being proud to be back in the WWE. Vince was about to give him a hug, but Shane held him back like this and wouldn't even shake his hand as the crowd went nuts for Shane McMahon, chanting Shane O'Mac. As pretty much then Shane McMahon talked about it feels great to be back, but Stephanie is not a worthiest recipient of getting this award. Someone else should. And just when we talk about this backstage, he said, "Oh, you didn't tell her." And when they kept saying, "What didn't he tell her?" Because he hasn't been around 7-8 years and everything, but she doesn't know. But he said, "You and Triple H have ran this company into the ground, and I felt like this was a shoot. The ratings are down. The talent is always injured. The stocks are going down, and you're running it all to the ground." Which words couldn't be truer from anybody else. Everyone has said that, and he wanted him to get that out of his ring, like get him, pretty much get her out of the ring and stuff. And as they kept saying, he didn't tell her a couple of years ago they made a deal and stuff, and you lost a place in this business. So pretty much says we'll talk about this in the back. This is true. And he says, is it true? And pretty much said we'll talk about this in the back then. As Stephanie left and said, I will never forgive you for this. And the fans chanted, nah, 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 nah. Hey, goodbye. And they said, what's all this about? How you need me writing a check to you, huh, Shane? Pretty much. And he says, oh yeah. And he says, I got a legacy to hold and 3 boys at home. And talk about generation after generation, as he is the 3rd generation, going to the 5th generation, wants this thing to keep going. I don't want money, I want control of Monday Night Raw, he says. The fans went nuts for it then. And he says, oh, you people want Shane McMahon running Raw, huh? And he says, oh, you don't know what you're getting. He said, this is a publicly traded company, he says. And he said, the fans want him to run Raw. Everybody went nuts when they want Shane McMahon to take over Raw. Pretty much. They wanted him to take it over. But he says, you have to fight for it, he says. And you have to choose, and he's going to give him an opponent. And it's going to be at WrestleMania. And pretty much Vince says, hey, for a chance, I made a deal with the devil before. And Vince says, it's going to be a fucking beating. I guess he said the F word. I couldn't get it, but he said fucking beatings or something. As the crowd kept chanting, that's not PG. And he said, those beatings made me much stronger. He remembers those beatings vividly, he says. And Vince says, you are going to be in a match at WrestleMania against The Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell match. So, it wasn't much from the crowd, but they started chanting holy shit. But let me just say, it's great to see Shane McMahon. It's great to see something so horrible the night before turn into something positive tonight. And the crowd went nuts. But it's odd that Undertaker has to go against him. Is the Undertaker heel now? What's the deal with that? Now, they said this is a better idea, better than Undertaker versus Braun Strowman in WrestleMania. That was going to be a plan for that. But even though the segment was over 30 minutes, you never could get bored at it. Now, I'm going to kind of pick the whole Undertaker and Shane McMahon thing at the end of this review in a way. Like, just kind of speaking on it a little right now. Some of it doesn't make sense. He's not heel. Could there be a change in this? I don't know. And, like, we can't boo at The Undertaker because it's his home state of Texas and it's WrestleMania. I don't know if Undertaker can afford to lose WrestleMania again. But Shane McMahon's back. I'm going to step on that. I'm going to get on that at the ending. The New Day went against Neville, Kalisto, and Sin Cara. The match was pretty much alright. Once again, Neville looking like an idiot out there. I wouldn't say an idiot, but I guess you could say underutilized, as everyone says. But pretty much the New Day beat Kalisto and them, picking up the win on Sin Cara, Trouble in Paradise. So that was alright for the match. Dean Ambrose was beaten up early in the day, and Roman Reigns says, you know, he was reading it, and he said he's going to do something about it tonight, about this whole Brock Lesnar thing. Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman then came out and made the entrance talking about Brock Lesnar is the main event. He says he is the main event, the biggest box office draw in this sports entertainment and MMA. And he took Ambrose and Reigns to Suplex City, he says. And he is pissed off, which for some reason they want to censor that and every other word out of this show for some stupid reason. Because of the PG retards. But pretty much, you know, he wants revenge now. And the person he wants revenge on is Dean Ambrose. That's why he took out Dean Ambrose. Ambrose is going to learn the wrath of Brock Lesnar. And pretty much, Reigns and Ambrose think they're going to make it to the, you know, WrestleMania, but he called Dean Ambrose one of these parkour kids around here that do their tricks on their bikes and skateboards, and then next thing you know, bam, Brock Lesnar wipes them all out. And he said Lesnar thinks, you know, he's always in a destructive move. He said his client needs a WrestleMania opponent, and he told everyone that visit the hospital because this is what Ambrose in the hospital. This is what happens when you cross Brock Lesnar, he says, and he will not show you any mercy. And then pretty much the sirens came on as Stone Cold Dean Ambrose, I guess you would say. It's kind of like Austin, driving an ambulance to the ring with a neck brace on, crawling to the ring, just crawling, and pretty much, you know, Ambrose struggled to get there. Pretty much Brock Lesnar walked across his face, and pretty much Dean had the mic, and he said, "Kiss my," told him to kiss his ass, and pretty much, you know, you're not indestructible. So I knew this was going to happen, really. Everybody kind of saw this match happen. It was going to be a no-holds-barred street fight WrestleMania with Brock Lesnar and Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose. Pretty much Lesnar headed back, hit the F5 on the ground, and pretty much Paul Heyman says, "Brock, we accept your challenge," he says. So, Paul Heyman usually great on the mic as usual. It's a good thing they didn't really continue this whole Brock versus Bray Wyatt thing. I'm kind of glad that didn't go through all the way. This is a better match, but we saw it coming. But I feel like at WrestleMania, I think Brock is going to just literally beat the living crap out of Dean Ambrose for over 20-30 minutes and win, really. So I could see that coming. The Usos were back, I guess. Did a regular entrance, and then they were going to go against Ascension. Dudley's came out talking about, welcome back, Usos. Like, we're not one-trick ponies. We're not nostalgia act. We're here to take the tag team championships. We're the most decorated team in the history of WWE. And talked about their father, I guess one-trick pony or something, Rikishi. Usos pretty much beat the Ascension in. Wasn't really much. And Usos didn't really be pissed after getting the crap beaten out of them 2 weeks ago. Because the fans cheered for it. Chris Jericho came out then talking about AJ Styles. Like, he didn't like AJ when he first came and just got his match at the Rumble. But AJ Styles proved that he belongs here in the WWE. He called out AJ Styles, he said the match was phenomenal. AJ made his entrance, and people think, I think people were expecting Chris Jericho to go heel at one point here, and he said, you know, should we do one more match? You know, you won 2 of those matches, he says. But he didn't like him or respect him, but now he does, and he congratulated AJ Styles on the match. And he belongs in the WWE. So AJ Styles has proved himself, as he said. And pretty much the Social Outcast came and said, oh, we're not buying it, Jericho. Stop putting up the ruse. You guys aren't friends. We're not buying this little Y2AJ thing. But Jericho says, look here, Ginger Jackass. We weren't going to be a tag team at first, but we want to see the Social Outcast. Was it the Y2AJ? Or the Radical Mongoose and the Red Dragon? Or is Red Dragon, you know, Ring of Honor? I would say that. Chris Jericho, and pretty much AJ Styles, I should say Y2AJ, went against the Social Outcast. Pretty much beating them and stuff. Sorry about that. Pretty much beating the Social Outcast. Will this lead up to a better tag team, or sooner or later Jericho turn on them? Stephanie was in the back talking to Triple H, talking about, we'll take care of this tonight. Like, Shane's always been, you know, a little guy around here trying to think and take over everything. Some people think Cena may be coming back also and get involved in this whole thing I've been hearing about. Reigns is in the back then. Pretty much Stephanie approached them, talking about updates on Ambrose, but she said, you know, you haven't booked for a match tonight, and, you know, we get nations, they don't have an opportunity like at WrestleMania like he does, so you're gonna fight Sheamus tonight to take your frustrations out. Truth was in the back talking to Goldust, and I guess you can say about that, talking about apologizing for all the stuff he did. The Truth said psych and pretty much threw a pie in his face. The Wyatts came out and put a mask over Byron Saxton, I don't know, for some reason. And then pretty much then the Wyatts went against Ryback, Kane, and Big Show, which there were Goldberg chants at Ryback through pretty much the whole match. And then there were Gilbert chants, and they chanted Gilbert, and then he walked out, and pretty much Kane got pinned in by the Wyatts. So did the crowd really care if the Wyatts won in this match? Because it didn't really matter, and there was mostly Gilbert and Goldberg chants throughout the whole match. So I guess Ryback just went heel again, but then the most retarded part happened as Ryback came in the back, sounding like a robot, of course. Talking about, I'm tired of being in tag team matches. You know, it's the glass ceilings and take the brass ring. Talking about break it or take it, he says. You know, he deserves the spotlight. And he's not getting the spotlight because these tag teams. So why'd you just work the whole tag team match? You pretty much did the whole tag team match almost. And then walked out at the end. So his promo didn't make sense. And what's he going to do? Fight Kane and Big Show? Oh, we don't have any problem with Kane and Big Show. I don't have a problem with Kane and Big Show. Nobody cares for Ryback. They don't. Yeah, nobody doesn't care for, you know, Ryback, so fuck that guy. CM Punk was right about what he said to him, and the fans will just keep chanting Goldberg to him, and he can do all the little CM Punk high knee moves he wants, but he's just trying to beat him so bad, and it's not working, so screw Ryback. It's not gonna work. This heel turn's gonna suck like the last one, as he tried to be like Bully Ray last time. Sasha Banks went against Naomi. Sasha Banks won. Charlotte came out talking about, you know, wearing something like the Bella Twins gear, talking about Sasha and Becky said, you two are going to fight to see who gets the title shot at WrestleMania against me, which may be a triple threat match if I could see it coming, but we don't know. Another Black History Month video with James Brown. So I told Vince, you know, it's going to be a calculated risk of what's going to happen. And stop. Hold on. Somebody come back in a minute. As we continue this video, sorry for the slight interruption. Main event: Roman Reigns versus Sheamus. People booed at Roman Reigns. They didn't care for him because they just don't, and I couldn't blame them. But into the end of the match, Reigns looked like he's about to win by count out. But it ended up with Triple H coming out, which probably got the second biggest pop of the night. People went nuts for Triple H. They went nuts for Triple H and pretty much cheered for him throughout the whole thing, and pretty much they beat him. They were all chanting Triple H, Triple H, Triple H was over. Every time Roman Reigns hit him, they booed. Every time Triple H hit him, yes, Triple H was over. Triple H was the face out there tonight as he beat his head into the table, and I'm sure Byron Saxton will be getting in trouble now for probably handing him a blade, since somebody took a picture camera and took footage of that. And then Reigns' nose was bleeding all over the place. The fans chanting, yes, 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 to Triple H. And just, this is awesome, this is awesome. Leaving him bloody as Reigns looked like it. Pretty much Reigns was on the ground getting the crap beaten out of him. And then Triple H took the steps and pedigreed him on it in. And then after that, Triple H, they just went nuts for Triple H, really. Just went yes. And so he pretty much did this and then told him to suck it, and pretty much the crowd went nuts, and they said Triple H, and they cheered as soon as he came back and put the table, took the title and held it up like this. And yes, people say this is supposed to make Reigns look sympathetic, but it didn't really work like that tonight. The fans cheered for Triple H. Triple H was the face, and we can't even tell if Triple H is really a heel now. If you ask me, at WrestleMania, people want Triple H to beat Roman Reigns. They don't want Roman Reigns to be champion, just like last year they didn't want him to be champion. They want Triple H to be the champion still. So, you can't really call him heel after. When he did the crotch chop, we thought that Triple H was the face out there tonight. He took out Roman Reigns, and people loved it. But ending off into the video of pretty much Summer and Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker. Could John Cena be back? I don't know. Some think he'll be the replacement fight The Undertaker. And I don't know if it's going to be Undertaker's last match. Even saying it's going to be Undertaker's last match so long, can't believe it. But do I think the dead man will win? I don't know if he's heel, is he face? Last time I remember the Undertaker is face, but we'll have to see how this goes out. And I don't know, they say Shane McMahon's not going to be along. You have to remember, Shane runs another company like Comcast somewhere and someone else in Japan. Shane McMahon has other business ventures, a lot of them. If anybody can look some up. Last time I remember him, he was running some other company, so we don't know if Shane McMahon will be here that long, except for WrestleMania. Some people think the rest of the roster looks worthless now since, they got to call back a guy that hasn't been here in years to fight The Undertaker now. Which I didn't even think Undertaker's opponent was going to be announced like that. But overall, Monday Night Raw, pretty much the first part was good. Return, great, really awesome, phenomenal. The return of Shane McMahon. And I guess people wanted Triple H to beat the crap out of Roman Reigns. But I'm out of here. I'm going to see you guys later. Peace. I hope you enjoyed this review.